uplifted ancestors, fierce protectors and skilled healers, I beseech you to guide me. Today is a special day.
May we learn to guard our souls against evil whispering that dissuades us from our purpose.
Wanakamati wenzangu, ni kweli kwamba hiki kiti kimekabila mtu kwa muda mrefu sana.
Tutafute kijana.
Finally, nimepata njia ya kurudishia baba heshima zake. It was father's life mission to get back on the seat.
That's the only way to fulfill the legacy of our lineage. Umeonyesha dhahiri kwamba haupendi njia za kisasa, haswa njia za kidini.
Tunafanya nini? Tunafaa tusimame na yeye.
You know, this thing is actually going to be more difficult than we thought.
Wewe mpatie cha anataka, alafu yeye akupatie cha unataka.
I have asked you for too many things, it seems, and you're capable of giving none of them to me.
To have right there the creation of that masterpiece. I'm not alone, I'm joined by... I want them to say hello, you know, before we get to know them. Yvonne, tusalimie, tuambie wewe ni nani, what do you do, then we dive right in.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Wamoyo. I am a film script writer,
yes,
but also for stage.
Yes.
I am also a director, and I also teach and mentor other film artists, writers, actors.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm an all-around multidisciplinary
Yes.
filmmaker.
Like I said, they wear many hats, so you're going to know which one she's wearing today. But yeah, like you have heard, she does wear a lot of hats in the film industry in general. Karibu sana Yvonne, it's
Thank
a pleasure
you.
to have you. Yes.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Wakarema Wangoi.
Yes, Wakarema.
I am a producer,
Yes.
props master,
Yes.
set designer,
Uh-huh.
and what else? I think when it comes to film,
Yes.
that's mostly what I do.
Uh-huh.
I enjoy producing,
Yes.
or working in production. So that's my niche, I
Yes,
would say.
that's exactly. I am almost afraid to ask what other things you do.
I know, because we can
could
start.
be here, yes, we could be here for a minute, but I'm hoping to touch on them as we go.
Yeah.
But thank you very much, Wakarema. It's a pleasure again to have you here. You know, I love, one of the things I love about hosting you two is that most times you're the names we hear but don't see. You just say, so the film was produced by Wakarema Wangoi. No, you know, you never get to really
And
see.
like, who's Wakarema?
Script written by Yvonne, but you don't get to see Yvonne. So I am very happy to have this side. It's like side B of you know, of the films and the amazing films that we have seen in this country. So let's start with Yvonne and inception of, no, not even before you go there. When did you get into the film industry?
I got into the film industry when I got into KU, actually.
Yes.
But before then, I was in high school drama, writing, house club, manenos. I've always found myself acting, performing, directing others. So by the time I was getting into KU to do my course, it was sort of already predetermined that I'm already a performer, I'm already an artist. So when I got here, it was just about now meeting my peers and actually deciding right off the bat, let's just start doing projects. So that is even how I know Wakarema and the director Biko, because we are all contemporaries and also alumni of KU. So that is basically, and then at some point I decided, directing is fun, acting is amazing, but for me, my emphasis is on writing the good story first, because without a good story, there is no directing, there's no producing, and even if you have all the money in the world, but your story is not up to standard, or even good cinematography cannot make a good story. So a good story, good cinematography, good producing, that is what makes for a quality film. So I decided, what impact can I have in terms of I am very studious. I love the research bit of everything. So writing just matches with all my passions, with all my interests, and also my personality as well. So I decided, you know what, this writing thing, I think this is it for me.
What I want.
Yeah, so I have been writing every single day, either as a passion, either as reading or just researching or reading about writing every day since 2016 now.
Yeah.
So it is about the discipline, it's about the learning everything in the industry. It's about constantly just improving my skills. So when this script happened, it just found me prepared.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. I like that one. But I have heard a lot of times you cannot be a good writer if you're not a good reader.
Yeah.
Let's start from there.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
I like that. Yeah, I'm like where the idea is going to come from if you read.
That's true. You need the inspiration comes from somewhere.
Exactly.
And that comes from exposing yourself to a lot of information so that you cannot pour out of an empty cup. And that is not just about taking care of yourself, it's also about input for you as a writer. You cannot write if you have nothing inside of you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there is that. And then number 2, you decided that you want to be at the beginning of this process. This film process, you want to be at the very inception of it.
Yeah.
And I think we do appreciate that because like you have said, there is nothing that can tell a good story except a good script.
Yeah.
We have to start from there. So then Wakarema comes in. When did you get into the film industry?
I think it's just like Wamoyo here, because I also joined KU in 2013.
Yes.
I was actually supposed to be a teacher.
Okay.
Yes, I was doing, I was in college,
Yes.
Just trying to see if I can be a high school teacher.
Yeah.
Then I joined drama.
Yeah.
And then I think they realized that I'm a good actor.
Yeah.
So I was winning those 2 actors, best actors.
Yes.
And then one time I saw the scholarship. KU, they normally have the scholarship that they give out, and they're like, for the best, actor or whatever.
Yeah.
So I applied, and in 2013 they accepted me.
Yeah.
So when I joined KU, I was coming here as an actor.
Yeah.
And then you get into the department and realize there's so many things that happens before you get on stage, before you get on the screen.
True.
There's a script, and of course there's a script. There are people who are writing the script.
Yeah.
There's production design. There's all these things, and I think I took a step back from acting, and I focused on these things like production design. And I was there in art department for like a while because I was still doing it while still in school.
Yeah.
And then one time we were doing this competition between KU normally have this girls versus boys film competition.
Yes.
And I was in the girls, obviously.
Yeah.
And
obviously.
and I was given the production, to take care of production and take care of people.
Yeah.
And I think I did a pretty good job. And then guys are like, production is a PM. So I'm like, oh, okay. I think I can start there. And I think that's how I started till the time I produced my first feature film.
Yes. Which was?
The Runaway.
Yes.
I was still, that was my final film actually.
Yeah.
Finishing KU.
Yes.
And it did so well.
Yes.
It had multiple nominations, Kalasha, Riverwood, and another one in Egypt, Luxor. And that's why I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna do this producing.
Yes.
I am kicking ass, I think.
Yeah.
I'm really doing good. So let's do it. So that's how I decided, let me be a producer in case I get an opportunity to do a documentary, short film.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm available. So that's how that journey started to where we are right now.
Where you are right now. Quick one. The reason why I said I like you guys on set is because someone who's watching just thinks they're a good actor. And they're thinking, okay, so how do I get into the hottest film that is, forgetting that there is a lot. There is a lot that goes on before you get to stage. And yes, you may come up here and decide, okay, acting is actually what I want to do. But it's good to know that there are a lot of opportunities just in the film industry. Millions, like there are a lot of job opportunities. With every new film comes new opportunities. So thank you for highlighting how you landed where you landed. Because I feel that is helpful to someone.
Yeah.
Before I move from Wakarema, so that happened. How many other, I know there are many, but just a highlight of films you've been into before we get to the heart of the conversation today.
I think I can say the notable ones that probably that have been nominated or won awards.
Yes.
I'll start with mine, The Runaway.
Yes.
And then, but I've been involved in Watu Wote, 18 Hours, Midlife Crisis, what else?
To name
To name a few.
Just to name Milele short film, Rama short film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there are a number. I'm just asking Joskia. You know, she's been here a while and she knows what she's doing. This is a call for you, by the way, to watch this film. If you're not watching it already, the one that we're going to be talking about today, if that does not call you to watch it, I don't know what will. Yeah, yes, okay. So we go back to Yvonne. You started writing scripts. Again, please highlight the scripts you have written for us, just a bit.
I am yet to be nominated in Egypt.
Yes.
But for me, I think for me, I took a different trajectory after, apart from the small films that I have been doing behind the scenes, I took a detour into TV, writing scripts for TV, and not just TV series, like news. Yes. So I feel like that is where most of my experience is. Yes. So writing stories about the human experience is what I have most experience in. And those ones I cannot really say that this
highlight
is what
the story on the drought. That's you
that
know.
one. You know that one, the one that you saw the famine. That one. Yeah, but I have done now just multiple small films, but let's stick to When the Gods Argue as the highlight of my career at the moment. Yes.
Because there are a lot, I think, script writers, like producers and directors also, like there's a lot of work. It's like asking how many scripts you have written. Like it's just too many. Like in the course of your writing, I know you have put together a number of scripts. So let's jump to the heart of the conversation. When the Gods Argue, did that come to you in a dream at night, or exactly what inspired the starting of the writing of the script of When the Gods Argue?
Well, I would say the idea is not mine at all.
Yes.
That one I will not take credit for.
Yes.
What my role in this project was to take the idea from the director's mind to script. Because why I will highlight that is because it's a unique skill that I have, because not every script writer can be able to bring into a story what somebody else has in their mind.
Idea,
yes. I believe that is a special skill because most of the time scriptwriters work on their own stories. But for me, I have been able to I have more experience in being able to talk to somebody, and when I write it, they're like, wait, that is exactly what I was envisioning. So when Biko and Karima approached me on that day, actually I have this mantra in life. You know what? Somebody approaches you with an idea, it feels right immediately. Say yes. If you then figure out the rest later. So when they told me, you know what, and this project is gonna need you to be there on time, in kitu faster, you will need to work on this quickly. That was a shock to my system, first of all, because I take time with my projects. As I said, I invest a lot on like the research, I invest a lot on that. But they're like, you know what, this has to be done quickly.
Can you tell us why? Because where you can point because we need this like tomorrow morning.
But it was interesting because when they told me the idea, I'm like, you know what, this is mind-blowing. It was going to be a challenge because I'd never written something like that before. It's new. It's a very novel idea. So when he challenged, how am I going to do this? That was my first question. But I was like, you know what, I am game. I am very, very much into, again, improving myself, but also challenging myself.
That is
so when I had this story, I was like, you know what, I have to get in on that.
Yes, I will. And how was the process of putting, say, the first draft together?
The first draft?
Yes.
Hey, it was difficult. It was difficult because first of all, there's a short time frame. Second, there were so many moving parts. There are different worlds to this thing. And then you're in somebody's mind. There's also the real world, the things that are happening. So to make a plot line that joins all of that, that was not easy. That was not easy, but it had to be done. We did so many drafts. I think in such a short time. I think by the time we were going to the final script, we were still working on it the night before. Because part of writing is rewriting. over and over and over again, tightening the script. No, this does not work. You touch one thing here, it affects 5 other things.
Ripple effects.
The ripple
the
effect.
script.
Exactly. But it worked, and it was amazing.
Wow, and that is why we are here, because of those many rewritings and everything that went on. That is the reason why we are here. So, Wakarema, question. Well, what was the birth of this idea? And 2, this is a 3-part question. Why did you pick Yvonne for the script? And just what inspired the whole idea?
I'll start with how this started.
Yes.
So I was talking to one of, she's a friend of mine.
Yes.
She works at MultiChoice.
Yes.
She's a commissioning editor there.
Yes.
And she was like, yeah, there's this link that guys are, applying for the films. Oh, why haven't you applied? Yeah, because I told her nowadays I'm producing. Because the last time we worked together, I was her props master.
Yes.
So I was like, oh, okay, so you want me to apply? I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, who has a good story? Who has an idea? I like Biko. I like
Biko must have something.
So yeah, if you know Biko, you will, because I always believe in Biko because I'm like, he is such an amazing director.
Yes.
A very good. So I called him and I was like, hey, Sasa, uko na story?
Yeah. Is that
like,
story you've been keeping to yourself for a minute?
Haziezi kosa. I'm like, okay, we need one.
Yes.
And soon. They're like, okay. Then I explained, like, yeah, we're applying for this Mnet, they've given us a chance. We need to apply. We need the story, and we need it right now.
Yes.
Then I was like, wait, okay, let me see. I have this idea, but I don't think I have the time to write. And I was like, okay, let's meet up and see what we do. So when we met, we were now doing the whole coming up with the synopsis, everything, the characters, because he had, the way she was saying, he had outlined everything that he wanted.
Yes.
He's someone who knows what he wants in a script, what he wants, the kind of characters that he wants. So we worked on them and everything, and then I was like, okay, who's gonna write? And he said, there's this one lady who understands my mind.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like she will be the best for this one. I'm like, okay, who?
Yeah.
One more, I'm like, I know her. Like, we used to be in this, not the same class, but I know her. I'm like, okay, let's give her a call. I think when you call her, she was so shocked. I'm like, we need it very fast. Like, we don't have time.
Yes.
So we need this script. And yeah, that's how it started. And we had like a whole night of just trying to come up with everything and, submit. And then I think it was such a challenge for us, and actually for Biko, because now he's dealing with me in terms of production. We're coming up with the kind of the cast.
Yes.
Who do you want? He also knows
exactly.
I want to work with so and so, so and so, so and so. The crew members, I'm like, I know people, you know people. Let's now talk.
Yes.
Let's come. We need to get the best out of this. And so we were working with him like the whole night and everything. And then Yvonne also, when we called her, she was like, okay, just get into it, just start, please. So and then we submitted, and like, you know what, if it goes through, well and good. If it doesn't, we're gonna look for another opportunity. And funny enough, now the day that I gave birth is the day that I received the same phone call. I was like, hi, so your script was accepted. I'm like, sorry?
That's a long day.
They're like, oh, wow. So good news. I'm like, thank you, 2 of them. I'm like, 2 of them in a day. So I think it was such a great moment. And I was like, it's time for me to also establish myself as a producer, because I'm known as a props master by so many people. And also for Biko, who's known as an actor. It was also his time also to be known as the director, because I knew he's a good director. Most of us knows who are from KU, but now we were like, even the world needs to know. That you're also a good director. That's how we started.
So that is how When the Gods Argue was born. I feel like there's a lot of also arguing that went in between the 3 of you and many more people. And that made the script easier to write or harder to write. But that is amazing that you were presented with an opportunity and you rose up to the task. Because I'm looking at writers out there. Someone is just, pole too slow pacing, skipping opportunities even in the name, because Biko, for example, would have said, I don't have the time to write. I am acting here, I am acting there. True. So there are all manner of excuses. excuses, but great filmmakers are telling you there's no time for excuses. Look for someone that can get the job done and get them to get the job done.
Yeah. But if I can interject Kidogo, I can say, if one thing I've realized, even when you're working with crew members,
yes, please.
If the story is good, so many people will want to work with you, honestly. Because even the crew members that we approached them, and we're like, oh, this is the script, this is the, like, yo, that's an interesting storyline. Like, yo, that's great. Like, I'm looking forward to see, it's not the usual, the drama or anything. It was something that people haven't explored. And I think that was very intriguing even for the people who were jumping on the project. And I think that also played a role into people accepting it.
Exactly.
Yeah, so easily. And
yes, because like Yvonne said, when you have a good story, also people make time for good things.
Exactly.
So if you give them something good, they'll definitely make time.
For sure.
I want us to watch the trailer one more time, just in case for someone who is joining us right now, because we are going on and on. So we need people to understand what exactly we are talking about. So ladies and gentlemen, one more time, here is the trailer for When the Gods Argue.
My uplifted ancestors, fierce protectors and skilled healers, I beseech you to guide me. Today is a special day.
May we learn to guard our souls against evil whispering that dissuades us from our purpose.
Wanakamati wenzangu, ni kweli kwamba hiki kiti kimekabila mtu kwa muda mrefu sana.
Tutafute kijana.
Finally, nimepata njia ya kurudishia baba heshima zake. It was father's life mission to get back on the seat.
That's the only way to fulfill the legacy of our lineage.
Umeonyesha dhahiri kwamba haupendi njia za kisasa, haswa njia za kidini.
Tunafanya nini? Tunafaa tusimame na yeye.
You know, this thing's actually going to be more difficult than we thought.
Wewe mpatie cha anataka, alafu yeye akupatie cha unataka.
I have asked you for too many things, it seems, and you're capable of giving none of them to me.
That, gentleman, is just the tip of the iceberg that is When the Gods Argue. If you want to know more about it, they're going to be telling us in a minute where you can watch it. So stick around for that one. But before we do that, what is the storyline for When the Gods Argue? The synopsis of it, just a highlight of what are we talking about?
Without spoiling it.
Yes.
Very, very important, because, I mean, if I tell you the whole story, why are you going to watch it?
Exactly. Yeah, so without spoiling much.
Yeah. Yes. So without spoiling much, this is the story of a young man who is stuck between what he believes and what the world wants him to do. Because there is what he wants he just wants to make his father proud. Yeah. But what he needs to do to make that happen, the world does not want him to do that. So this just highlights our internal struggles, basically. So when you watch that, you see yourself. Yeah. So without spoiling the story, it is a coming of age story for somebody who has to decide, do I choose me or do I choose the world?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ooh, and isn't that could be about anything. She's so good. That can be about anything. She has said everything and nothing.
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 Not a spoiler.
Not a
spoiler. I was looking at her like, don't you dare.
You're good. You're good. Because internal, like, every day, really, every day you wake up, you have to sort of decide in some way, whether it is your beliefs, your career, your money, you have to sort of decide, is it me I'm choosing or is it the world?
Exactly.
And you keep having to make that decision over and over and over again, basically until you die. So yeah, I think it's a story you can relate to that. We can guarantee that if you watch When the Gods Argue, you're going to relate. At whatever point, you are going to definitely relate. A question. I've realized cast and the crew, you're dealing with people that have been in the film industry, familiar faces. How is that experience as a producer? Let's start from there. Just working with I believe people who know what they are doing. Just being able to put them together and tell them, okay, now me being the boss is saying that we put this thing like the way because also I feel like it's a plus for talent, but also it's a challenge for talent. Like for the same reason, it's good and challenging? Exactly.
I would say, first of all, we knew who we wanted to work with.
Yes.
Because knew everyone he wanted to work with.
Yeah.
And I was also assisting in the ones that he didn't know. And so we were also trying to look for guys who are easy to work with.
Yeah.
Even though they are known, they are also, you know, they won't give you so much of a hard time because you're also starting out,
Yes.
you know, doing this commercially.
Exactly.
So it was very easy for us. Every cast that we worked with was just amazing.
Yeah.
And I remember there's one of the cast member we had,
Yeah.
and I think he had an emergency just a day before the shoot.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh my God, what are we doing?
Yeah.
And just the good thing now, the way you were saying, most of us creatives wear so many hats.
Yes.
So I might be a producer, but I'm also an actor.
Yes.
So we looked at that role and I was like, what about the assistant director?
Yeah.
And then we was like
they can be a good fit.
Yeah, I'm like, we don't have time,
Yeah.
and he's a good actor, so just audition him and see. And he killed that role.
Yeah.
He killed that role.
Yes.
So I would say knowing the kind of people that you're working with and also looking, because we had both new upcoming actors, especially Murambi.
Yes.
He's a new face.
Yeah.
And then we have Dr. Shikuku, we have Smalls, who's also not, now those ones they are known in the industry. So merging them and having that gel, because you wouldn't know who's been there and who hasn't, because they all did amazing.
Yes. Wow, amazing. I think that is another lesson, to work with people that, you know, you can be able to gel together.
Yes.
Also wearing many hats, because huyu akipata,
You never know.
Yes, if they get an emergency, someone else from the same crew can, you know, just jump, wear the different hat and actually get to be here. So you did, how long did we were done from scripting. How long did it take to script? Let's start with that. Now that you are given, you know, emergency scripting, how long does it take?
The actual script that went on set took about a day.
Yes.
Because we had,
day.
Let me tell you the truth, we had to rewrite. See, I've told you, by the time we were going on set the next day, we were still writing.
Yes.
So, because Biko is such a dynamic director and he has so many ideas, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Every time he will read the script, he's like, no, let's do something. Let's tinker with something here. I feel we could add something to make it better.
Yes.
So the final script, it was done in less than 48 hours.
Yes.
But the whole process might have taken about 6 weeks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of putting the film
putting everything together.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if the script has been written in 48 hours, you know, this speaks to when you're saying you've been writing scripts since 2016. Yeah. I think that's why Wakarema was very, you know, we can pick her, because putting a script together, I'm imagining, how long is the film?
90 minutes.
Yeah, it was 90 minutes.
Yeah, 90 minutes.
Yes.
A script for 90 minutes is
not a joke.
It's not a joke of a script. That's a long. I've hosted people who are scripting 5 minutes here, and the scripts take a couple of weeks to just put together. Yeah. I'm thinking 90 minutes
it's crazy. And also, I was also chiming in. I'm like, those characters, they are many. Yes. Can we reduce? Yes. So now they have to think about who is. I was like, okay, I don't need these characters on set. I don't see the need to have these guys. Can you guys rewrite? So I think that's why she's like, they were still writing.
Yes, and writing all over again.
Yes.
But I think then you just gelling with the people that you're writing with, they get this is business. So let's put the best foot forward and be able to put this together.
Yes.
So in about 6 weeks, you were able to bring it to life.
Yes.
Yes. So after 6 weeks, when you were done, what was the next step in the process?
Well, I'd say first of all, even before the 6 weeks, because we, we shot this film in 5 days.
Yes.
And that's
a week.
Crazy.
That's a short time.
Crazy.
Yeah. Try if you're a university student, try putting a 5-minute project together. Just try.
Oh my
then
God.
You will understand how much 90 minutes can be.
Yes. And I was like, because we were like, we looked at the timelines that we were given, and they're like, we have like a month to do so many things. We have to give out the first draft, we have to do all those things.
Yeah.
And we're like, we're gonna do it in 5 days.
Yeah.
And they're like, are you sure? I'm like, yes. If we get the best crew, if we get the best cast, we're gonna do it. And on set, it was positive vibes.
Yeah.
And I think that helps. Also having like a director who's encouraging the cast and the crew.
Yeah.
It helps a lot. Because you see now, no one is bad and no one is feeling bad. Everybody is just ready to work.
Yes.
And we didn't even spill even a scene. So like, oh, we're going to shoot this the following day. Because we even finished before dusk.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, no one was believing. I know. It was like, are you sure we're done? Yes, guys, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Yes. Then she must be one heck of a producer. She
is.
Yeah.
She is.
Because to you know, you're the one that is keeping, you know, everybody
You're gelling
else.
everybody.
You're gelling everybody else. But like she has said, positive vibes really do help.
Positive vibes is the, like, you have to encourage your crew, you have to encourage, because it's a lot of work, honestly speaking. Because you're looking at time and you're looking at all these scenes. It's like pop, pop, pop. And then for us, we had like so many characters on set. So we really needed to not to get on each other's nerves, because see, when people get tired, they get grumpy. So that's why we really needed the pressure. So that's why we really needed anyone who's coming in is full of positive vibes. And it starts with the director, it starts with the producer. The way you talk to your people, the way you treat your people, really that helps. Matter. Yeah, because now if you're treating people nicely, I think they will also work for you, you know, wholeheartedly.
True. The energy you give is the energy you get.
Exactly.
So if you are a director, producer, these are your notes right there. You need to be, by JD, you need to be a nice person. Just generally, you need to spill out good vibes, that good vibes can get back to you. Exactly. And like you said, it's easier to get something good, a good shot out of a happy person than it is out of a grumpy person. Exactly. So all the producers, directors out there, I hope that you're listening to these things. It will make your work a lot easier. Yes. So then you did the final draft. How long did the editing take?
I think it took a month, because we had two editors. We were working with Rango. He's a very good editor. And we had Lore. So now then Biko was in the edit, because now we couldn't make to be in the edit all the time, but he was there, and I think it took like, is it a month or some few weeks? Like, because we gave the final project March 12th. Yeah, there was now the first version, and then you're looking at it and you're like, and then you have to submit to them, and they're like, so corrections, and like, okay, cool. Cut this, do this, and like, so that back and forth, and like, it's okay until we got the best. Yes. And we're like, are you satisfied? Because I think the last day I was there with Biko and Rango, and just watching it. You know, and I was like, I'm really proud of us. Like, this is magic, and in such a short time we've been able to produce a very good, because even you can see the cinematography is amazing, the lighting, the production design, the scoring. That song is still my ringtone. Especially the scoring.
has been well done. So when you submitted, I know you submitted, like you have said, a lot of submissions before the final submission. What was the final feedback? Were you guys happy of the work that you had put out?
Oh yes, we were very happy, and even the commissioning editor was very pleased with our work. She was very happy. I think we did her proud. And so now we just had to wait for the days that it was gonna air on Maisha Magic. Yes, sir. So I think when it aired, we kelele kila pahali, like on social media, like, you know, and it was intriguing to people, because we were just looking at the reviews, and they're like, this is new, this is interesting. When the gods argue, what is this?
Yes. Like I said,
the way you said,
this is nice. You know, like this is not what I was expecting.
Exactly.
And it was really nice. So one, where is it? We are running to wrapping it up because of time. Yes. Where is it airing right now? So where can people go watch? So that, you know, we give you more feedback, and we actually support in terms of views. Give you all our money.
Currently it's on Showmax.
Yes.
So right now, because everyone, I think when it's premiered on Maisha Magic, not so many people have it. And so it was like, when it gets to Showmax or somewhere where we can easily access it, you just holla. And then when we saw it's on Showmax, we're like, we must tell people. We must now start going around making noise again. So that people know it's on Showmax. You can watch it there, you can stream it there. You can watch as many times as you want. You know, go tell your friend, like, your movie date. Kwangu, you know, come, let's watch. I have the best film, and you're going to enjoy, you're going to learn a lot, and then you're going to see just how Kenyan creatives and Kenyan filmmakers think or work. And I hope we made you proud, and I hope you will appreciate what you see.
Exactly. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is your part to play right now, to go and watch When the Gods Argue, 1 on Maisha Magic and then 2 on Showmax. So, like Wakarema has said, movie date, tuko na movie already. Just look for your date and the popcorn. Salafu, you're set. You're good to go. What are people's takeaways? I know Yvonne is very good at this one. What do you after I'm done, me and my date are done watching When the Gods Argue, what are 1, 2 things we are going to take home?
Okay.
Yes.
No spoilers.
See? That's why she's the best.
I think without spoiler, I would want to challenge the person watching this.
Yeah.
To also challenge their own thoughts of what they think an African story is, because that is a question we have not been able to answer even ourselves, and to decide for ourselves what do we want on a personal level, outside of what everybody else is saying, outside of everything else that has been imported into our culture. What do you want to carry forward? Because this is our take as filmmakers. It does not necessarily reflect on our beliefs, but it says something about the current atmosphere and the current shift we are experiencing in the current era of everything that is happening, whether it is political, religious, even in the world, because it is a big point of conflict. So you decide going forward, what do you want to see more of? What is the African story that you want to propagate to the generations that are coming?
Exactly.
Yeah, that is the main question that you as the audience think about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I like that from a personal level. What is the Africa you want to create?
Yes.
What beliefs do you want to believe in? I wanted to give a shout out to the people that are not here that played a big role in the play, from the director to just shout out. Najua ni wengi. Yes, and of course start with apologies for anyone you will not mention, because someone is going to be missed. But that I know, because like you said, you are a big group. So, but please, I want you to just give a shout out to them, because I know they put blood and sweat into.
They did. Oh my God. Guy, Nikisao, they're going to beat me. So I will not talk about the director. We've talked about him a lot. I will talk about my production manager, Frank Oyosa. He saved me. He went over and beyond for me during that time. Then we have the cinematographer or the director of photography, Mike Lolly. Thank you so much. I have the production designer, Nancy, Regan, her team, Tony Cruz, Flo, and the interns. Then we have lighting, Mwasi, Paulo, Webbs, and then we have the makeup. You see the way these guys are looking, good and in character. So Njeri, Neg Makeup, she did that. We have the costume, it was done by Wakesho. We have the assistant director, Smalls. We have the second assistant director, Biggie. Oh my God. The locations was handled by Tony Cruz. Then the guy who gave us those locations is called Francis Wangige. Yes, thank you so much.
And to our families for the patience.
Yes, I hope I haven't left any. PR, she did continuity. Thank you. Like really, to the crew, they really came through for me, and I kept on telling them thank you so much, but I think they don't know, but I really, really appreciate them, because it was such a short time and they gave me their best. And I hope I have mentioned sound, Grishon, Ronix. Oh my God, he was the AC. Editing, Rango and Lore. Thank you. I hope I've mentioned everyone, and if I haven't mentioned you, I love you. I'm so sorry. And our family for, just sticking, it's hard being a relative to Sunny. Because the times like, you get in the house, I don't know what time you leave. It's crazy. So we appreciate you guys for being our relatives.
And for understanding. And to your newborn 10, just please let them know that they are very appreciated.
Oh my God, he was even an actor there.
it was very important for them. And Yvonne, I want you to shout out to the cast, because najua tumesema just the cast as we wrap up. And of course, invite people to watch When the Gods Argue.
I will shout out very, very generally to the entire cast. Because without any hierarchy, to every single one of them, they carried the story 100%. 100% performance.
True.
I am so proud of them. So proud. You watch that film and you're thinking, even as a writer, you brought your own interpretation to the character. So I am so very proud, and 100% shout outs to them. And please, it is such a beauty to work on something and then see it out there in the world.
And it is appreciated.
And to have it appreciated. Tafadhali, go on Showmax. Watch. We do not have enough African films getting out there. So please go out there and watch this story.
Exactly. Put it on your binge list for African stories. It's definitely going to be worth your time. I can tell you that for a fact. You're going to enjoy it. You're going to love it. And that is the support that we can give. If you all move in numbers towards our African stories, then there will be nobody to stop us. Thank you so much, ladies. Thank you for putting in the effort, for giving us such an amazing film. And we promise to go and watch and participate and be there on the streams. Mtuone, the numbers are going to speak for themselves. Thank you so much for putting again one beautiful African story out there. Ladies and gentlemen, that's how we are wrapping up When the Gods Argue. You want to know what they were arguing about? Go watch it, okay? Go watch it. But otherwise, you want to put a full stop on our launch number 2 at 20 minutes past 9 a.m. I cannot believe we've spoken for over 40 minutes. Thank you so much for sticking around. Yes, we have Asanteni Sana. We have one more launch. We are coming to talk all matters plays. So stick around for that one, even as you go to Showmax to watch When the Gods Argue.
My uplifted ancestors, fierce protectors and skilled healers, I beseech you to guide me. Today is a special day.
May we learn to guard our souls against evil whispering that dissuades us from our purpose.
Wanakamati wenzangu, ni kweli kwamba hiki kiti kimekabila mtu kwa muda mrefu sana.
Tutafute kijana.
Finally, nimepata njia ya kurudishia baba heshima zake. It was father's life mission to get back on the seat.
That's the only way to fulfill the legacy of our lineage.
Umeonyesha dhahiri kwamba haupendi njia za kisasa, haswa njia za kidini.
Tunafanya nini? Tunafaa tusimame na yeye.
You know, this thing is actually going to be more difficult than we thought.
Wewe mpatie cha anataka, alafu yeye akupatie cha unataka.
I have asked you for too many things, it seems, and you're capable of giving none of them to me.